7 days looking beautiful.
Her courage inspired other survivors to end their silence, and we all know the result. Rachel Den Hollander, I am in awe of you, and I will always be inspired by you. In stepping forward, you took a huge risk, and you galvanized future generations to come forward, even when the odds are seemingly stacked against them.
That is Dr. Christine Blasey Ford. She's the woman who accused Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh of sexual assault during his confirmation hearings.
She has been selected to introduce this woman, lawyer and former gymnast Rachel Den Hollander, who was the first woman to publicly accuse former USA Gymnastics Dr. Larry Nassar of sexual assault. Nassar was later convicted and sentenced to life in prison for sexually assaulting dozens of athletes.
Now, because of this, she's been selected as Sports Illustrated's Inspiration of the Year. And joining us to talk more about these stories and the impact on sports in today's society is Mesha Davis, who is from the Arizona Foundation for Women. Thank you for being here, Mesha.
Thank you, Scott and Tess, for having me.
Well, it's good to have you. How much easier do you think it is for victims of abuse to step forward this day and age?
I think it's much easier. We still have a long way to go, but these type of things coming out in the Me Too movement have really encouraged women to feel safe and comfortable now, and that they probably won't be retaliated against.
You say we have a long way to go still. What can we all do to make that happen?
One, I think we need to start early with the young girls and young boys and talking about what's right, what's wrong, how to treat each other. And then we also need to put some really strict policies and procedures in place at all the organizations and companies, no matter where it is, and really stick to those policies and not sweep things under the rug and try to protect the reputation of the organization versus the victim.
And that's what the foundation is all about, empowering women, of course, here in Arizona. Been around for over 20 years now. What does a move like this say and send to the rest of the nation when you hear who's been nominated as Sports Illustrated's Inspiration of the Year? A huge statement.
It's huge, and we're excited and ecstatic. I mean, of course, these aren't the type of things that you want people to receive an award for, but it is very encouraging and uplifting that someone of those statues or those times, even when they were a child, to come forward and talk about what happened to them. So it gives other women that freedom and the space now to, even through social media, just talk about what happened and bring it to the forefront.
Tell us about your foundation and how it's changed from the 90s when you first started to today.
Yeah, so interesting, when we started in the 90s, there was only a little support financially out there to support women. There was probably more funds available for animal shelters than there were to help women. And so moving forward, we started saying, okay, let's put money behind nonprofits that really do some great work to help women be safe, healthy, and economically independent. And then we moved and shifted a lot over the years to advocacy and really pushing the legislative to change laws and enforce things that would help empower and support and protect women. And now we are back shifting, saying we want to put more resources behind so that we can make sure things don't happen or the resources continue to be there.
And some of the resources is helping women if they're dealing with a problem. You guys can connect them with the right places and the right programs, right?
Yes. And then we do a major research study every 3 to 4 years. It's called the Status of Women in Arizona, looking at how women fare here, and then we compare it to the rest of the states. And then we try to take the data, share it with the community, and then advocate to improve the scores so that women are treated well here.
Well, Mesha, thank you for your time. How can people reach out to the foundation if they'd like?
They can call 602-532-2800 or go to azfw.org.
azfw.org.
Thank you for
so
helping
much.
women in our state have a voice.
Yeah, they do.